Yeah, they're becoming empowered. The guys that listen to anything I say in this group know every year that I'm talking about empowering the team and it being about them, and they're getting there. And I think you're seeing each guy flow into a role that suits him, and that's what this is about.
People talk about this being a wide-open year. So is seeding for the NCAA tournament more important or less important in a year like this?
It's always important.
Doesn't matter.
It's always important. The history is the higher seeds win more than the lower seeds. It's just how it is. And very rarely, every 10 years, you'll have a 10 seed or 11 seed pop through. Every 10 years. And you could say, well, is this one of those years? We won't know till the stuff starts. But I will tell you that it's starting to group. And you know what the disappointing thing for us is, in our league, if you lose a road game, it's like devastating. It was only a couple weeks ago we lost at Auburn. And Auburn hadn't won a whole lot since then. But so, okay, we lost the road game. And we're fine. And I just hope, like a game like South Carolina played, they just played bad. These kids they're not machines, they're not computers. They play bad at times. And you lose a game. And it happens in every single league, except our league. It becomes this big issue, which is just disappointing. And but I think in the end of the day, we'll get 5 to 6 teams in, and then we'll have teams advance like we always do.
Like you mentioned last week, I mean, it's on now. I mean, we're middle of late February. How much of it is a push now to get a higher seed, to get a better seed? For all of us.
I mean, you know, when we walk into the conference tournament, that's all I talk about. It's about seeding more than anything else. So my concern right now, and I'm focused on this team. We got 3 weeks left. The season has blown by. There's been ups and downs to it, but the greatest thing has been you see the progress. You see that guys are doing it. And we're still not where we need to be, but we're moving in that direction.
How's Alex?
He did some stuff yesterday. I don't know exactly what he did, but I saw him stretch, and I heard he went on the court and did some stuff. So he won't play. I doubt this week. But
you seem on track, I guess, for that time.
I don't know. You'd have to talk to Chris. But you know, when a guy gets hurt for me, sometimes I forget their name. I'm like focused on the guys that are playing and just okay. And then when he comes back, hey man, what's your name by the way? So.
John, you guys are shooting so well from the perimeter the last few games. Was there a change of drill? Was there something that you think got them going?
We've been doing stuff in practice to get them in transition to let balls go, and we've done that. And defensively, main thing is what we're doing on defense and scrambling it up and playing better schemes and playing a little bit different and doing the things that we're doing. I think that's helped us, and that's gotten us easy baskets and transition baskets and jump shots that are open, and guys are making them. But we got a good shooting team. We do. I think Derek Willis being a stretch 4 changes what we do and how teams have to play us. So that's makes us different.
Do you think that impacts the defense in other phases when the encouragement of seeing the ball go?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you know, you miss 1-footers, you miss free throws, it's deflating. So when you're making shots and guys are playing well, but you know, this team plays off of Tyler Eulis. It's just obvious. Everybody sees it and knows it. So they're playing confident. Well, he's building everybody's confidence. That's what he does. He's shooting the ball better. He's getting guys balls where they can make plays. He's controlling the tempo. We play fast when he wants to play fast. We scrum up the game when he wants to scrum it up. He's helping them. I would like to see we throw the ball in the post a little bit more. See if any of these guys can give us anything down in there. You know, maybe throw it to Isaac, maybe throw it to Scout a little bit and see. Just, you know, as we move on in the season, it would be nice to get a couple easy baskets by throwing it in there.
Now, you said these guys aren't machines. They make mistakes and sometimes they play bad. Tyler hasn't really played bad this year very often, but if he is to play bad, who's going to be the one to step up and take on that lead?
Probably the other guards. They'll step up, and probably a frontline guy. They'd cover for him if he wasn't playing well. But here's the biggest thing. He's playing way better than he was a month ago. I mean, you can't say, well, he was playing this well early in the year. No, he wasn't. He is way better as a player right now. One of the things he's figured out, there are games we walk into and I say it's a 15-assist game because they're going to crowd the lane. You're not going to go and split it and there's nothing there. You're going to be an assist guy. Last game he had 12 assists. And he still scored because he had shots and he knocked down shots. But he's way better as a player and he's way better as a leader than he was a month or two ago.
What about defensively, finishing games? What has been the difference maker there?
I mean, everybody's taken on that responsibility. You know, this is when you have a new team like we do, one, the stuff we're asking them to do is very hard. They'd rather do something else because it's easier. And defensively is one of those. I'd rather let someone else defend and I'll kind of mess around over here and hope my guy doesn't get the ball. Well, they've all taken on the challenge now of defending and rebounding. But again, this is, I told you guys a couple weeks ago, we're going game to game. We're worried about Tennessee. I'm not worried about anything else after that. We're worried about what we're doing in this game and how we'll play. This team beat us last time. We had a nice lead. They came back and basically just ran us over, beat us by 30 in a 25-minute stretch. So we've got our hands full in what we're doing, and again, how we're preparing. We're just trying to say we're not backing up. Let's keep going forward. And
what's clicked for Jamal these past few games?
well, he's getting the ball by the man. He's not messing around with it as much, which means he's not turning it over as much. His shot selection has gotten better week by week by week. He's getting to the rim instead of settling for all jump shots and step backs and fades. And when he has shots, he takes them. He's just his decision making as a basketball player has gotten better and better and better.
You talked a lot about getting used to playing off the ball with Tyler. How has he sort of maybe adapted to taking that back seat? Probably,
It's not really a back seat. I mean, this kid's probably one of the leading scorers in the country. That's a heck of a back seat. Can I jump in there with you? He is probably playing a lot like Eric Bledsoe played when he played with John Wall. I can remember Eric getting 32 against Wake Forest in the NCAA tournament, just going crazy. I remember 27, 28 on the road down at Florida. You know, they play off each other. One game one does it, one game the other does it. He's still playing in pick and rolls. He's playing as a scoring guard, which is helping him. The whole thing is not the position, it's your decision making. And that's what's improving for him, which making him a better player and us a better team.
How much does blowing a 21-point lead get some guys' attention? That you guys have talked about today, just about just sort of the shock and the disgust over them, letting that happen to them.
That's so long ago, I can't even remember what happened. Stuff happens. Hope, you don't get a big lead and lose, but sometimes you do. Somebody gets hot, somebody misses free throws. A play here, a play there, all of a sudden it's 6 and it's a different game on the road. So we're by that. We're worried about this game. Rick's doing a great job like he always does. They've taken on his personality. They're defending. They're tough. They're packing it in defensively. They're playing you, but everyone else is in the lane. They're rebounding like crazy. They got some guards that can score. They're scoring even with their size. They're scoring around the basket. Playing man, playing some zone will press you a little bit. He's doing a heck of a job with his team.
How's Tyler's importance for this team compared to your other point guards you've had in the past?
How is what?
How's Tyler's importance for this team compared to guys like?
Well, your point guard's always important. I mean, it's always. And I've had some really, really good ones, and they're important. And it's like anything else. There's 25 teams in the country right now. If something happens to that player on their team, they're not the same. They're done. And so, his importance to this team it's obvious. I think he's playing like a player of the year in the nation. And a lot of it will be how we finish and how we do. But when you look at what he's done and how he's doing it, and our team just now coming together and him being the leader and the things he's doing with the Breakfast Club and all the other stuff, he should be a candidate for Player of the Year.
John, when the player is as hot as Jamal, does that change the definition of settling for a shot? If maybe for another player it'd be settling, but for him, okay, more leeway.
Yeah, he has the green light. He has to respect that. He knows what a good shot is. He knows the kind of shot we don't want him to take. A bailout three when he can create. Look, when you're bleeding, you have to stop the bleeding. You cannot take a bailout shot because you will not get fouled. A bailout shot has about a 25% chance of going in, especially when you're bleeding. So to stop the bleeding, you got to create a shot that you can either make or get fouled, or do it for your teammate. You cannot shoot a bailout three. And that's the only thing. He has the ultimate green light, and he does. And he's being, early in the year, he didn't handle it as well. And that's why everybody said shot selection, decision making, da-da-da-da-da. Well, now he respects it, and he's doing fine.
Dr. Jim Moore.
Marcus stayed out of foul trouble Saturday, produced a double-double. What did he do to stay out of foul trouble? What did he not do in that game that he was doing to commit fouls in other games?
He was really active. He was really alert. He was playing before the ball hit the rim. He wasn't waiting for stuff to happen and then trying to react to it. He was the initiator. And some of the other games he's not. He was on his heels. He's, you know, yeah. But he's doing good. He's doing good.
Zone be sort of your stop the bleeding measure when the foul
Yeah, and we work on the zone. I mean, you know, Tony has coached a lot more zone than I have, but we've worked on it. We work on it every day. And when we got in foul trouble, we went to it. And even the kids said, let's go zone. They're trying to foul out our whole team. So they went zone, and all of a sudden it slowed them down in their tracks. Yeah, we have that. You know, the history for me is when they go zone, we cannot make a shot. And when we go zone, they make every shot. Don't know why that is, but that's just, I've done this 30 years, and that's what probably just a feeling. All right, thanks guys.
Everyone.